All right, I wanted to explore some moves in A minor. I haven't given a full lesson out here in the yard for a while. It's such a beautiful day. Not too hot. We turned the corner here on Maui. So, in A minor, there's many ways to play it, obviously. Many positions. But on this one, I want to utilize a form of the A minor chord that I really like. And so if you hit an open A string, in this case, that's our lead note, our target note. And then I put the third finger on the 7th fret of the D. And then I put my first finger on the 5th fret of the G string, and I'll let everything else ring out. Okay, so it sounds like this. And that has a certain flavor to it that's different than maybe this one, which I use a lot, or a straight A minor. But you're letting your A string do the heavy lifting, right? And then you got your voicing here, which is cool. And then the rest of it is just the B and the E ringing out. It has a kind of a mysterious sound to it. Yeah, it has a mystery to it. So now what I'm going to show you is how to take that chord and do a little simple walk down. Okay, so stay with me on this. I'll start out slow, and then we'll speed it up, and you'll see what I mean. I'm playing fingerstyle right now. I'm just kind of using my thumb mostly, but no particular rule on that. I like the sound of the skin on the string though. So now what I'm going to do is move my third finger from the 7th fret down to the 6th. And then I'll take my first finger and land on the, let's do it a couple ways. In this case, I think I'm going to go ahead and bar the last string, so the D, G, B, and A are barred on the 5th fret. It's got a little Stairway to Heaven on it, but again, this voicing of the chord makes it a little bit different. Then walk it down. And then if you want, just bar those top strings. And then finally, you can go to a D9, sounds like this. Now, that sounds a lot like Led Zeppelin, except that the opening chord is a little different than what they do. So what's cool about this though is you can utilize this walk down in a jam situation. Like let's say you're doing an A minor to D9, which I get into sometimes. A minor 7th to a D9. Sometimes we'll get a jam going like just kind of a bouncy little Latin thing, right? Nice, really easy going though. Just sweet. And then you want to go somewhere. What can you do? Well, you could walk it down with this thing I just showed you. To the D9. And that actually plays over this. You can do a fast version. You go. So there's a really simple lesson in A minor with a slightly different voicing of the chord, which I happen to like, because I think, especially with these minor jams and stuff, you want to be able to move around a bit and put some special sauce on it, whether it's, a little fill lick, filling in. It could be something really simple. Doesn't have to be too fancy, can be. So that's my, it's kind of a blend between Carlos Santana, Led Zeppelin, and Mark Knopfler. I get into the Knopfler thing a lot because he's such a great finger stylist. But I had the good luck to play with Carlos. We did a bunch of shows together back in San Francisco a few years ago. And I noticed that when he plays electric, he'll sometimes turn his volume down and just play with the skin in his thumb. He'll cup his pick. Get a whole different excuse me, a dynamic. The sound of that, right? And if you move up the neck with it, it's going to get much more low end. Down here, it's more, more bright. So all these come into play when we're jamming, and I need to give you guys as many arrows in your quiver as possible. So that's it for today from my garden on Maui, and I appreciate you coming by. And hit me up at jimmydillon.com if you got any suggestions or any comments. It's just really exciting to hear from everybody from around the world, and that you're enjoying the lessons, and I'm just going to keep them coming. All right, so we'll see you down the road. Aloha from Maui.